My equipment is in my room upstairs. Considering the hour and the fact that it is raining outside, perhaps we should stay here for the night, if you don't mind. The dark is an old friend of mine who, unfortunately, has other friends, of whom I'm not overly fond. In the past, the dark has comforted me and kept me hidden from my enemies, and often from myself. But as I am not the only one that takes refuge in it, I need to be wary of who I might bump into whilst enjoying its embrace. Some Argonians do, some Argonians don't. Just because a few of my kind grew up amidst mud and mold doesn't mean all Argonians did. I'll find us somewhere to sit while you rent a room for yourself.
The Niverneans think they're slick. Slippery is more like it.
The news from Anvil is terrible.
Good to know.
Just leave me be, and let me drown my sorrows.
Any time now.
Hi there. You look like the sort of soul who could use a drink or two. What'll your poison be, stranger? You're in luck, stranger. We have one room left. It'll cost you 5 gold. Your room is the second one on the right, once you reach the top of the stairs. Your Argonian friend has the first on the right. Is there anything else I can get you? When you find your throat feeling a bit dry, I'll be here to wet your whistle. Good day, stranger.
All right then, I'm listening.
I might swim more if it weren't for the slaughterfish.
I have a question that I want to ask, if you have the time to listen. Please, my friend, call me Ruin. It is the name my friends once knew me by. My question is thus. In the society where I was raised, I saw the epitome of everything that can possibly go wrong with the social structure. If a society is evil, it subsequently taints those who live within it. Yet despite knowing this, Cyrodiil is awash with sentient life, all serving some part of society. Thus I wonder, what role can society possibly serve? Like sheep huddling together in the hope of intimidating a wolf? Yes, I can certainly see the similarities between that and society. By your words, the society I was raised in banded together for the sake of hiding individual misdeeds amongst the overall number of misdeeds. There's more truth in your words than you would think. My people compare the evils of a neighbor to themselves in order to justify their own actions. Thus, an evil society breeds only evil people. Upon reflection of my own actions, that definitely rings true. But my actions were guided by my education and the laws that defined what was good and evil within the constraints of my society. If the laws of a society dictate good and evil, and development within a society influences and taints the individual mind, how can one know what laws are actually good and which are actually evil? How do I know if I am doing the right thing? An optimistic and spiritual answer, but not a particularly realistic one, I'm afraid. A reference to the heart, in the manner you have referenced it, is merely a metaphor for what guides the moral choices one makes. Thus, it too is subject to misaligned perspective when guided by questionable laws and education. I know that I cannot rely on my judgment to differentiate between what is actually good and what is actually evil. My own actions in the past have demonstrated as much to me. And without some way to guide my moral choices, how do I know if I am making the right ones? Will my actions forever damn me because of my inability to understand what defines them as good and evil? Apply empathy to the moral situation in question. Consider it from the point of view of those around me. An interesting prospect, yet I wonder if one such as I, with a limited understanding of the views of others, can possibly accomplish such a task. At any rate, you have given me a great deal to consider. I would like to rest now. I will think over your words while I sleep. Good night.
I see.
The Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money, if you've got the